Hi there YouTube, Voan here again today. Gonna bring you another product review from Retrobit again. So today we're gonna look at a portable called the RDP, which stands for Retro Dual Portable, the version 2.0. So the core edition. So basically what this is that this is basically portable Super Nintendo. So this is the package that I have recently found. Now usually online right now, I don't know why, but seems that Retrobit kind of like discontinued production for this unit. So basically if you look online, a lot of vendors will probably sell this around the hundreds now, considering that stock is very low. So this is the last stock that I probably bought, and I didn't really buy this online. I bought it at a local electronics store. So it was pretty much the last unit that they had there, and it actually cost me like around $90 plus tax to get it. So yeah, that's still a good deal, because if you look at eBay and Amazon right now, the prices for this thing is in the hundreds, and considering that it comes with a lot of goodies in here, yeah, it doesn't surprise me that it's getting all that high. But yeah, looking at the package here, you notice three little symbols or logos up here. It's compatible on HD TV, which is a lie since it doesn't have HDMI cables in there. It comes with only composites, so you can only use it on a standard TV or CRT. If you actually do want to use it on HD TV, you have to go and buy converters. So I don't know why they put that there, maybe to mislead, or maybe to just like a selling point for people sometimes. But it's also compatible with NES and Super NES games. It's not really compatible with NES, but it does came with an attachment or an adapter for you to play NES games. And this portable is fully functional with Super Nintendo and Super Famicom games. So yeah. So let's look at the back of the package. You see multiple languages like you will with all of their products. So here it says compatible with most 16-bit Super Nintendo games, compatible with most 8-bit NES games, and compatible with most 16-bit Genesis games via RetroGens. So yeah, up to 8 hours of interrupted gameplay with the included dual capacity lithium-ion batteries and reinforced cartridge door for sturdiness. It's lightweight and travel friendly and available in black and red. I actually have the black one, so I don't know where I don't know if I'll ever get the red one, but black is pretty much my preferred colors anyways. So yeah, let's unbox this and see what goodies lies inside. So let's open that box here, and there it is inside the package. Here you can see from the left side, this right here is the RetroPort adapter that allows you to play NES games on the portable unit there. So with this, you can actually play. You can actually play a game like Super Mario Bros. 3 here. Just plug it in here like so, and then just plug this on the unit. So this is the actual portable itself. So yes, you can look, it's feel comfortable, very sturdy like they say. It has the usual D-pad, diamond layouts, L and R shoulder buttons. So here's the L buttons, here's the R buttons. You have headphone jacks, which shares a plug with the AV out. So if you use AV out, you're basically just using the audios on the TV. So you can use this to play on the TV, or you can use it to listen to all the nice stereo sounds on your headphones. So that's great. On the side here, you got your DC in power adapter plugs, so you can plug your power adapter here to recharge the batteries inside. There's also an on and off switch here that lets you turn on and off the systems. So yeah, that's the on and off. On this side, you got the volume slider, so you can tune the volume up to high and low as much as you want. So on the side here, you got the controller adapter plugins. So as you can see, this port here is for that dual controllers port thing that you can plug. You can plug the attachment here and then use regular Super Nintendo controllers to play. So in the back here, you have this really big battery docking bay here. So if you can just screw this out, and then whenever you want to change the lithium batteries, you can do that. Otherwise, it's already in there. You can just leave it there and then charge it whenever it needs charging. So that's really good on Retrobit's part. So yeah, it looks really nice. You have your select here, your start here. This middle button here is your brightness setting, so you can set the gain to how high or low of the brightness you want it to be. It can also, if you hold it, it can also act as a reset buttons too. So that's also good on the Retrobit's part. Also, yeah, it looks really good. The screen looks really nice. We'll be testing it out and see all the compatibilities are that good as they say it is. I really like the button here, the way Retrobit designed the buttons. The buttons are designed with the same design style as the North American Super Nintendo controller. So you have your B and A as convex and Y and X as concave. That's great. But they also combined it with a Super Famicom color scheme. So you have all of these 4 diamond layouts buttons in their usual Famicom color, just like on actual Super Famicom controllers. So that's great. Also, this D-pad felt really nice. It felt much nicer than the one on the Super Boy. If you can tell, this is a Super Boy, and the one on the Super Boys felt like really stiff, whereas the one in here felt really smooth. I don't know how the version 1.01 felt like, but this one felt really good. It might be more suitable for fighting games too if you have that. So yeah, let's test out a game, or let's check out what's inside the box first, then we can check out some of the games. So on the box, you have your normal power adapters. You have this controller adapter here. So this controller adapters will, like before, it'll be plugged in on this side. So you'll be using this and plug in like this. So yeah. So basically, it'll be sticking out like that, and then it has a ports for player 1 and player 2, and down, I think right here, you can have the options to turn the ports to you can turn the player 1's on or off. The reason for this is that if player 1 wants to play with the handhelds and player 2 can use the controllers, that's an option. Or if both players wants to use the controllers. Sad to say that my package is the one of the few ones that doesn't come with the controller, so I have to buy those separately, or I can just use my regular Super Nintendo controllers too. It also comes with this AV cable like usual, and you can't see it, but it came with this nice little plastic stand that helps you stand the units. Have these also these little screws here that allows you to hold down the portables. So that's really great right there. It also had the manual down here too. So yeah, that's basically all of what's in the box here. So yeah, let's test out some Super Nintendo games on the Retro Dual Portable here and see how it works. Okay, so let's start out with this game. This is Super Mario Kart on the Super Nintendo. So I have Super Mario Kart with me right now. Let's turn it on. And there it is. Yep, that's Super Mario Kart, alright. Let's try the 100 setting. I'll try Yoshi. Yoshi is good. Let's play just one little match. Yeah, it does work really well now. So yeah, that's Super Mario Kart playing on the Retro Dual Portable. So let's try the next game. This is Donkey Kong Country. So let's see how that one works. There it is, Donkey Kong Country on the Retro Dual Portable. Yeah, sounds really good too. Let's play the first level. Alright, so Donkey Kong Country works just fine. Let's try a fighting game. Let's try Mortal Kombat 2 and see how that goes. There it is, Mortal Kombat 2. I'll choose Raiden. Yeah, works. The control works really accurately, much more accurate than the Super Boy. I really love this D-pad here. And the diamond layout are really smooth too. They don't feel as cheap as most clone consoles controller. Yeah, that sounds really great. So that's Mortal Kombat 2. Let's also try Mega Man X. So Mega Man X, Super Nintendo. So let's see if Mega Man X can handle it. So we're playing some Mega Man X here, see how it goes. Yeah, try the first level again. Yeah, the control works really great. I don't experience any lag issues or any glitchiness or anything. Yep, everything works just fine. So next, let's try a repro. Let's try this Gundam Endless Duel repro. I could have bought the Super Famicom version, but I thought that I'd rather try a repro and see how it fares first. So there it is. The repro works just fine. So this is Gundam Wings Endless Duel. Let's see how far we could get through with this. Yeah, that looks great. I'll choose Death Scythe. Mission 1, start. Well, I have to say the gameplay's really fine. It plays really good. However, I have noticed something when playing this. I'm not sure if you noticed too, but as you can hear, coming from these small little speaker here, I think. Yeah, you can hear a little bit of those static sound, and I don't know if that's just the game or that's the system, but I'm sure it's just the system. But that static sound could be annoying sometimes. And I don't know why the Retro Duel Portable had that. However, if you turn the volume down a little bit, that static sound will not occur at all now. So you will not be hearing that static sound again. But if you go to the volume slider here and you try to tune it up to the last 2 bar, yeah, you can still hear the static sound. So to prevent that, you just have to turn the volume down on the first 2 bar. That will lower the volumes, but yeah, that will lower the volumes, but at the same time, it will get rid of the static sound. So that's just a minor issue I have with this Retro Duel Portable here. Another game that's another game that has that same issue and is very noticeable. Let's try Top Gear. Top Gear has some very great music, but if you play it on the Retro Duel Portables, you will hear that those very awful static sound that kind of hampers the music. So yeah, here it is. Let's go to play games. So yeah, can you hear it? Yeah. That's the static sound that I was talking about. If you turn the volume down, if you turn the volume to the lowest setting, you will not hear it. But once you get it to a bit louder, it will prevent it a little bit. You can still hear a little bit of it. But if you turn it to the highest one, yeah, you can start to hear the static there. And you turn it real high, yeah, you can actually hear the statics in all its bad glory. However, yeah, it's not really the game's fault. It's more in the fault of the Retro Duo Portable. But if you play on the Super Boy, and you try to turn it to the highest level of volume, it doesn't have that problem. So here's Top Gear running on the Super Boy. So let's go to gameplay again. So there it is. So as you can tell, I turned the Super Boy to the highest setting now, the highest volume setting, and I don't hear any of those static sound at all compared to if I play it on the Retro Duo Portable. So I can turn the volume back on again. Yeah, so I don't know why the Retro Duo has that audio problems like that. Maybe the sound chip is not accurate enough, or it's not strong enough to handle 16-bit capacity music. So yeah, that's Top Gear right there. And there's a lot of other games that have that static problem too. However, many people seem to report that these three games may have problems with earlier Retro Duo Portable version 2. So I'll see if my version can handle one of these. So let's try Super Mario RPG first. So yeah, Super Mario RPG seems to work okay now. Unlike the Super Boy, however, the Retro Duo Portable, the Super Retro Portable could load Super Mario RPG with no problem. Whereas if you try to plug Super Mario RPG on the Super Boy, it will not work unless you plug in the power adapter to it while it's charging. So Retro Duo Portable actually has. That's actually a good thing about the Retro Duo Portable here. There he goes. All right. So let's try Kirby Superstars. Alright. Focus. There it is. Kirby Superstar. And it loads just okay. It doesn't have that startup problem like the Super Boy have. So here we're playing the Meta Knight story on the Kirby Superstars. So that's Kirby Superstar for you. Now let's try Street Fighter Alpha 2. So many people do not like this game. I think it's one of the better games on the Super Nintendo. It's one of the few 32-bit games that came to a 16-bit system. Let's see what the intro looks like on this. Yeah, it looks fine. So let's start the game and see how it plays. Alright, let's choose Sakura. And we're fighting Charlie. So let's see how it plays. It doesn't have problems, just like the Superboy. There it goes. So that's Street Fighter Alpha 2. Alright. So like I said, this retro dual portable also came with the retro port adapter, so we'll try the retro port adapter and see if it'll work on this system. So every retro dual portable came with this. However, plugging NES games on this portable looks kinda iffy at times. So you can tell there's a lot of stuff up there. So let's turn it on, and there you go, Super Mario Bros. 3 NES version on the retro dual portable here. So there it is. Now notice that I'm using B and A on the Super Nintendo on the layout here, and not the Y and B like the other clones. That's because the retro port adapter maps the NES B and A to the Super Nintendo B and A. So the retro dual portables B and A are the one you had to use if you want to play NES games. So yeah, that's how the game works. Let's try the other two NES games and see how they go. So let's try Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. So Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers on the retro port. So let's see if it works. Yep, it does. So let's press start on that. There it goes. Plays just like on an actual NES. that's Chip and Dale on the retro port. Now notice that this retro port doesn't have any AV outs, and you can't use this on an actual Super Nintendo. So in able to play NES games on the Super Nintendo, you actually have to use a different adapter. It's also called retro port, but different ones. This one is made exclusively for the Retro Dual Portable. So if you're gonna use the Super Nintendo, play NES game on Super Nintendo, you have to use this one. And this one also works on the Retro Dual Portable as well. So there's actually two retro ports, one that has the AV jack and one doesn't. So if you're gonna play Famicom's and NES games for Super Nintendo, you need to use this one. However, let's test and see if this one does work on the Retro Dual Portable. So let's try another game. And this time, yeah, let's try Blaster Master. And there it is. So Blaster Masters on the retro port adapters for the Retro Dual Portable and Super Nintendo. So this actually works really good. The only thing is you don't get the sleeve that covers the NES game like you do the other one. So it works just the same way. And since it's on the Retro Dual Portable, you don't really need the AV adapter or the AV wires that came with it. So that works really well. If you're gonna play Genesis games, on the Retro Dual Portable here, you may also get this Retro Gen adapter. So this Retro Gen adapter will work on the Retro Dual Portable. So all you have to do is put the Retro Gen in there, and then plug in Genesis games like Alicia Dragoon here, and then plug that on top, and there you go. You can play Sega Genesis games on the Retro Dual Portable. So there's Alicia Dragoon, plays just like it would on an actual Sega Genesis. So, and this adapter will also work with the Super Nintendo as well. You just have to use the AV cable that came with it. And it sounds perfect right here. So yeah, that works really great. So I had to say, this adapter for the retro portable unit works really well. So if you have the Retro Dual Portable, you can play Genesis game and regular NES games, Mega Drive games, Famicom games, and even Super Famicom games. And also you can use this Retro Gen adapter here, and then you can use the Power Base Mini on top of that. You can use the Power Base Mini on top of that. Like this. So with this kind of combo, you can play Sega Master System games on the Retro Dual Portable. So let's test that with Lord of the Sword here. It's a very weird combo towers, but it works too. So there it goes. Master System on the Retro Dual Portable. Also, the Game Boy Advance adapter that Retrobit released will also works too, and the Super Game Boy itself will also work on the Retro Dual Portable. So you basically have a whole platforms of system that will work with this Retro Duo Portable here. Also, the Retro Duo Portable also works with Super Famicom games like Go-Go Ackman 2 here. So it doesn't have those tabs, so you can just plug it in there, turn the game on, and let it go. So there's Go-Go Ackman 2 on the Retro Duo Portable here. But there it is. That's an awesome game right there. Go-Go Ackman 2. So here we are. We're playing Go-Go Ackman 2 Super Famicoms on the Retro Duo Portable. And it plays really, really good. Of course, the game does glitch for a while. Unlike the Super Boy, the Retro Duo Portable does not have that thing to hold the cartridge or to keep the cartridge from doing this. So you'll get a lot of glitching and freezing most of the times. But let's try it again. So there it is, Go-Go Ackman 2. Yep, it plays just fine. So yeah, Super Famicom game works just perfect on this. So like I said before, Super Game Boy also works on the Retro Duo Portable as well. So if you turn it on, let's try again. Should work. And there it is. But the only problem is, if you try rocking with the Retro Duo Portable here, there might be times where the game might freeze too. So here's Wario Land. So that's Super Game Boy on the Retro Duo Portable. So course level 1. Yep, Wario Land is a very fun game. So yeah, Super Game Boy works really well. It also could work with Super Retro Advance adapters. So here we have Astro Boy, the Game Boy Advance game. So that should work. And it is. So you not only got Game Boy library, you got the Game Boy Advance library with it too. So let's see, let's play a level here and see how it goes. Yeah, this is one of the best action beat 'em up games on the Game Boy. And Astro Boy is also one of my favorite anime cartoons too. And I'm glad that they made a games out of this character here. So yeah. So the emulation works great, the sound sounds good, and the controls are excellent. The only thing is that the game has a slight slowdown, but that's the games and not the system. So I say the Game Boy and Game Boy Advance compatibility works great. So for this Retro Dual Portable here, you not only have the Game Boy Advance, you also have the Genesis, the NES, the other NES if you want, the Super Game Boy, the Power Base Mini Converter, and the Lock-On. So you have all these converters. You have all of those converters that will work with this Retro Dual Portable here. So I say this is a really nice little console that has a really humongous libraries of games. So Nintendo games, Famicom games, Super Nintendo, Super Famicons, Game Boy, a few Game Boy Colors, Game Boy Advance, Sega Genesis, Mega Drive, Sega Master System games, all works on this. So, but the thing is, other than the thing is, it's still, at the end of the day, it's still just a clone systems. So even if it does work with a lot of those libraries of games, there are still a few games that may not work with it, and a lot of people may know what those games are. So yeah, and also on some of the Super Nintendo or Super Famicom games, there is that little sound problem in here, that that little static sounds that if you turn the volume up too high, it might hampers the quality of the sound a bit. That's just a minor problem though. It doesn't really bother me that much. All you can do is just like lower this to the first 2 bar if you want to, and just try to prevent that. Yeah, and also it has that level of brightness that you can change, something that you cannot do on the Super Boy here. However, the Super Boy has a very nice audio sections. You can turn your volume up to high and there's no statics to hamper the audio at all, whereas on the Retro Dual Portable it will hamper that. But if I so choose the Super Boy, if I should choose the Super Boy or the Retro Dual Portable, I have to say, if I had to choose one or the others, if the libraries of games is the only thing that I want, then I might choose the Retro Dual Portable. But when it comes to quality, the Super Boy has a better quality. However, quality comes in more with the graphics and the audio. So if you want perfect graphics and perfect audio, Super Boy has it. However, the Retro Dual Portable has the controls and the gameplay really well too. The graphics might not look that great and the audio might have a slight few problems, but at the end of the day, I really love this D-pad and this diamond layout that borrows both from Japan and NTSC. So yeah, if I should choose one or the other, I choose this one because I just really love the control right here. It works really well. I also, the thing is, this might bother a few people having the on and off switch at the side. That to me is not really a huge problem. The only thing that bothers me more is that static, but I can always turn that down if I want to. So yeah, between this and the Super Boy, between the both of these, I choose Retro Dual Portable. So I give this a slight A+. Whereas last time, you can tell Superboy got deeply just an A. You can play a few of those adapters on the Superboy, but you can only use it through a TV and not on the unit itself. Whereas since it's retrobit, you can use it directly on the unit, which is great because that adds a lot to the value of the system. So yeah. So I'm Voan, and this is my review of the Retro Duo Portables. I hope this review helped you a lot to decide if you want this or not. I don't know if any online vendors still sell this. Amazon and eBay had this, but a lot of the vendors there sell it for very, very high now. I don't know if there's any local video stores or electronic stores that still carries this. The one that I have the last one in stock, and this is pretty much the last one. I got everything in the package except for the 2 controllers that are supposed to come with it. But anyways, that doesn't bother me that much. As long as I got this, I'm good with it. So Retro Duo Portable, A+. Nice bigger libraries, better controls, better gameplays, and yeah, better price. So thank you for watching my videos, and join me next time on my other videos.